Yo, what's up, guys? It's Chris. I had a really busy day yesterday, but the day before I beat Lady Butterfly. It took me a bunch of tries. It was really hard, and I actually didn't use any snap seeds. So the whole thing about this video is no snap seeds. The snap seeds apply to the second phase of this boss, which I will get into at that point. But talking about Lady Butterfly's first phase, it's pretty relentless when you first get into the fight. Like, she is really on you all the time, and it's really hard the first couple of times fighting her to find those weak spots, because she has a lot of combos and she's really good at blocking and deflecting. So I'm just going to talk about the combos that I always went in on after, basically what combos she did, how they ended, and then my cue to attack. Obviously, when she does any of her unbreakables, she has a sweep one that you can jump, which is really easy telegraph because she only has two that I saw, and I think some in the later phase. But the one that I just evaded, she gets the unblockable symbol and she's on the ground, so that means she's going to do the sweep. And then the other unblockable is from the air, and so she'll be in the air, you'll see the signal, and then you can go in for a stab. I found that like the stabs work the best because she really doesn't give you that much time. So the stab deals a lot of damage. You can also catch her sometimes, like you just saw, when she's like about to jump or running, and because she'll be in that, because she'll be doing something, she won't block. So sometimes you can catch her when she's about to jump back up in the air with the stab. The biggest times that I caught her, and you might have seen it happen already a couple times in this video, is when she does leg stomps. She always, like at the leg stomp right there, and then you go in for the stab. And she also has a combo that ends in a leg stomp as well. And then so I would go in for a stab there. Every now and then I would do like try to go for like a 1 or 2 of the quick strikes. But the big thing is, the first phase is a lot easier than the second one. The second one is a little bit more, it's a little longer and a little bit more grindy. So you can see, if you've played her a couple times, you know she'll like spawn back in over by the statue, and then so you can get up to her right then, put some damage on her. And also during the second phase, this is where the snap seeds come in, because she kind of has like this illusion aura that she puts out, and then there'll be like a bunch of shade enemies that come in, and it'll be really hard if you try to fight all of them at once. So the one thing that I noticed like early on in this fight is that she wasn't really doing the illusion right away until like you gave her some space. So I feel like if you stay on top of her, she won't do the illusion art. And so this is the illusion art right now. There's all these like shaded guys, and there's another unblockable right there. It's like those butterflies, those little like bright yellow butterflies. You're not going to be able to block them at all, even when they come in outside of the illusion art, because she'll be using those all the time. The good thing to note here is you can kill the shades with a shuriken, but this is kind of how you get through the illusion art, is just by sprinting around the area. And I'll do it a couple more times later. I actually sped it up just because it happens. She does the illusion art about 5 times. But basically, fighting her aside from the illusion art, fighting her in this phase versus fighting her in phase 1 is pretty much the same. That was the combo where she does the leg stomp. She also has another combo like that where she ends with a bladed strike. Never try to go in after this, because she'll always jump back and then she'll start throwing knives. But basically, it's going to be pretty much the same rinse and repeat. You just have to be very careful, because every now and then she'll like summon up those butterflies to attack you, and you really can't block them. Like, I think your guy will block like 1 or 2, but because she shoots them like 3 or 4 at a time, 1 or 2 of them will always get in. So the biggest thing to do is, like I said, is to be looking out for those combos. She's about to do the illusion art again, and it's gonna, every time it happens now is gonna be sped up. But you'll see, I pretty much, once she starts to do the illusion art, there's one of those combos where you can strike with that leg drop. So she does the illusion art, and immediately I just start to sprint around the arena. Because what happens is like all the shades will turn into magic projectile attacks, and then you pretty much go back to her normal fight, where it's just her, just like she was in phase 1, but she has the butterfly attacks that, or the butterfly projectile attacks that come out every now and then. But you can just kind of rinse and repeat in this mode. That was the bladed combo where she jumps back and throws knives. That one I got tricked up by that one like so many times going into this fight. That's her jump unbreakable, where it's a grab, so you have to use the circle evade if you're playing on PS4, or the dash evade, if you will. But so that's pretty much like, it's pretty much a rinse and repeat thing, and it's just really time consuming. I think this fight, I've been clipping videos that are only like 10 minutes, and this whole fight was longer than 10 minutes. You saw where I started, I was already kind of into the match. So if you use this method, it's going to potentially take you like 10 or 12 minutes, but you're not going to need any of the snap seeds. If you have the snap seeds, you can break them. They're a usable item, and then like all the illusion will just disappear. But in reality, like the illusion really isn't that bad, because like I said, as soon as she starts to summon, just toggle off of whoever you're targeting and just sprint around the arena, and like nothing will happen to you. You can see me jumping, and I'm just jumping over the shades as they come out. Usually there'll be one shade left over, and you can just shuriken him, and then he'll be gone, and continue on with fighting Lady Butterfly, basically blocking, jumping, and dashing until she goes into those moves that leave her open. Those moves again being mostly the leg stomp. She has like the combo that she ends in a leg stomp, and then like you see right there, and then she also has a jumping attack that she ends in a leg stomp. And both times, like, it gives you more than enough time to do one of your stabs. Another acceptable time would be when you evade one of those unbreakables. So this is the last time where I just sprint around, evade the illusion art, and then continue the fight. That was her jumping leg stomp. Like I said, the other part of phase 2 is because she has the butterflies. Sometimes it's good to just kind of stay away from her and just dash around, because those butterflies will hit you every time. It's not really a good idea to try and eat every single one of those while you're holding L1 or your block. And with that being said, I just killed her. I moved on with the game. I didn't use any sugar snaps, snap seeds, and it's really that easy. So I hope this video helps you out, guys, and I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.